I was pinned under the door. Not the metaphor. The latch had hooked my sweatshirt, and though it dug into my shoulder, I could hear something on the other side, slow, patient dragging. The bulb above me buzzed and smelled like old paper and damp. I whispered, "Please," because it felt like the only thing left to say. My storeroom is tiny. 3 steps from the kitchen, crowded with boxes, taxes, old photos, a shoebox tied with a blue ribbon that holds my grandmother's letters. I brought a file home from work, locked the door because I like being alone sometimes, and realized too late the door wouldn't open. My phone was on the counter 2 rooms away. At first, I blamed the house settling. Then a raccoon. Then the thing outside began to breathe. One long exhale. A pause. A light sniff. Not animal. Not human. The sound found the grain of the wood and read it. I pressed my ear to the door. The air shifted. Copper on my tongue. The bulb flickered. I thought of kicking the door, smashing the bulb, crawling through the tiny window. None felt possible. The dragging stopped. Silence like held breath. Then someone knocked. Slow. 3 measured knocks. A memory, my father tapping the glass to wake me. The knock turned into humming. A low tune I recognized but didn't. My grandmother hummed that melody while she baked. This voice stretched the tune thin. "Who is it?" I called. No answer. The humming shifted into words that didn't quite form. They sounded like names. My name. I froze, heart in my throat. A fingernail scraped under the latch. I held my breath completely. The latch moved a hair. My fingers closed around the shoebox's ribbon. I thought of pulling it close, swallowing the letters if that could save them. The thing at the door spoke, voice like paper folding. "Remember," it said. The word hung like steam, ridiculous and terrifying at once. I clutched the shoebox like a life jacket. The bulb popped. Darkness swallowed the room. The dragging traced the door like a hand reading Braille. Something pressed its weight against the wood. My teeth chattered. The door eased open a sliver. Cold air washed over me. I could smell iron, old books, and sweet rot. A pale hand slipped through the gap, fingers thin and deliberate. It didn't reach for me. It found the shoebox. I tried to move. My shoulder burned where the latch cut it. I pushed with my legs. The hand lifted the box with a careful motion, like taking an offering. The ribbon unfurled in my fingers, and then it was gone. The letters slid into a dark sleeve I couldn't see. "You took what was mine," the voice said, softer now. Pleased. Worse than anger. I waited. Time thinned. Eventually, footsteps receded down the hallway. The humming became the quiet of someone walking away. I listened until my ears ached. At dawn, I pried the door open. The storeroom looked unchanged. The bulb was shattered. A smear near the latch smelled like attic dust. The shoebox lid lay on the floor. Inside, empty. I laughed. Not quite relief. Then I found a note tucked under a shelf, damp at one corner. My name, written in a hand I didn't know. Below it, "Thank you for bringing them back." I should have burned the shoebox. Called someone. I did none of those things. I sat on the concrete floor, rubbing the spot on my shoulder, thinking of my grandmother's small details, the lemon oil, the coin in socks, the blue ribbon. When I reached for my keys, I found a blue ribbon tied to the keyring. Frayed. The same color. My fingers shook. It looked impossibly old. I lifted it to the light. The fibers were stiff with something like dust and salt. My skin prickled. The ribbon smelled faintly of lemon oil, the exact scent from my grandmother's kitchen. For a second, I thought I heard tapping, soft, like fingernails on a teacup, coming from inside the wall. I froze. I told myself coincidence. I didn't sleep that night. The humming felt closer. That night the house felt different. Not haunted in a movie way. Watched. Like someone had read through my drawers and sighed. I slept poorly. Dreams were full of humming pulling me to a window I could not reach. A week later, I opened a drawer to make coffee and found a new envelope. No stamp. My name again. Same unfamiliar hand. Inside, one folded sheet. The first line, I remembered, too. Beneath it, Cramped, slanted letters that stopped my breath. You always kept the wrong ones.